Hey there, friend. If you're over 60, I need to ask you something really important. Are you still reaching for the same nuts you've been eating for years? The ones you thought were healthy, the ones you trusted to keep you strong and energized? Well, here's the thing that might surprise you. And honestly, it could change how you think about your favorite snack forever. Some of those so-called healthy nuts sitting right there in your kitchen, they might actually be working against you, quietly inflaming your joints, putting extra stress on your heart, and even clouding your thinking. I know that sounds alarming. You might be thinking, wait, nuts, aren't they supposed to be good for me? And you're right, some nuts are fantastic for your health. But here's the catch, not all nuts are created equal, especially for us as we age. Some nuts can trigger inflammation, worsen joint pain, or even interfere with your body's natural ability to stay strong. But don't worry, I'm not here to take away your snacks or make you feel overwhelmed. In fact, I've got some incredible news. When you choose the right nuts, something amazing happens. Your joints start feeling better, your energy levels improve, and your body gets the protection it needs to stay strong, flexible, and active well into your golden years. That's exactly why today I'm sharing with you the 5 worst nuts that could be quietly sabotaging your health, and even more importantly, the 5 best nuts that could transform how you feel every single day. These aren't just random tips. Everything I'm sharing is backed by solid research and real stories from people just like you who've made these simple changes and seen life-changing results. Before we jump in, I want to hear from you. What's your favorite nut to snack on? Almonds, cashews, walnuts, or maybe pistachios? Drop your answer in the comments. I read every single one, and I love hearing what you're munching on. And hey, if you're serious about staying healthy, vibrant, and full of life in your golden years, do me a favor, hit that like button and subscribe to Prime Health. I share tips like this every week to help you live your absolute best life. All right, ready? Let's get started with the very first nut you need to avoid. I bet it's sitting in your pantry right now, and it might be doing more harm than good. The 5 worst nuts for seniors. Number 5, those tempting, salted and flavored mixed nuts. Okay, let's be honest. Who doesn't love grabbing a handful of those delicious salted mixed nuts? They're convenient, they taste amazing, and they seem healthy, right? Well, here's the problem. While the nuts themselves are nutritional powerhouses packed with healthy fats and antioxidants, it's what food companies added to them that's causing the trouble. All that extra salt, it's quietly driving up your blood pressure. A major 2021 study published in the journal Hypertension found that seniors eating too much sodium face significantly higher risks of heart problems and dangerous blood pressure spikes. But wait, it gets worse. Most flavored nut mixes are loaded with processed oils like canola and soybean oil. These oils can actually trigger inflammation throughout your body, especially in your joints where you feel it most. Here's what's really frustrating. Plain nuts are incredible for seniors. Studies prove they boost brain power, keep your muscles strong, and even help you live longer. But all those added salts and oils, they're stealing these amazing benefits right from under your nose. Let me tell you about Bill, a 71-year-old who loved his daily flavored nut mix. When his doctor saw his blood pressure climbing, Bill made one simple switch. He went to plain, unsalted nuts. Within weeks, his numbers dropped and the swelling in his hands disappeared. Want variety without the health risks? Make your own mix at home with raw almonds, walnuts, and pistachios. Your heart will thank you. Have you tried switching to unsalted nuts? I'd love to hear how it worked for you in the comments. Number 4, the sweet trap, honey roasted and sugar-coated nuts. Now here's a sneaky one that catches almost everyone, those irresistible honey roasted and sugar-coated nuts. They taste like heaven, don't they? But here's the shocking truth. Many of these nuts contain as much sugar as a candy bar. I'm not kidding. Check the label next time and prepare to be amazed. For seniors, this sugar overload is like throwing gasoline on a fire. Your blood sugar spikes, inflammation spreads throughout your body, and your brain starts feeling foggy. But the sugar isn't even the worst part. These nuts are typically roasted in cheap oils, soybeans, sunflower, you name it. These oils are loaded with omega-6 fatty acids that throw your body completely out of balance, triggering more joint pain and gut problems. And don't get me started on the hidden sodium bomb lurking in there too. Your heart is already working harder as you age. Why make it struggle even more? Here's what's really frustrating after 60. Your body becomes much less forgiving when it comes to processing sugar. What might have been fine in your 40s can now wreak havoc on your health. Want that sweet taste without the health disaster? Try this simple trick. Grab some raw nuts and pair them with fresh blueberries or a small square dark chocolate. You'll get that sweetness you crave while actually helping your brain and body. Trust me, once you make this switch, you'll wonder why you ever settled for those sugar bombs in the first place. Number 3, the luxury trap, macadamia nuts. When you go overboard. Let's talk about the Rolls-Royce of nuts, macadamias. Oh my goodness, these things are like butter in nut form, aren't they? That rich, creamy taste is absolutely irresistible. But here's where they can become your worst enemy. They're calorie bombs waiting to explode. Picture this, you're watching TV, mindlessly munching on macadamias, and before you know it, you've eaten what feels like a small handful. But here's the kicker, just 10 to 12 of those little beauties pack over 200 calories and 22 grams of fat. That's more calories than some people eat for breakfast. Now, don't get me wrong, macadamias aren't evil. In fact, recent research shows they're loaded with heart-healthy fats, and antioxidants actually help lower your cholesterol and protect your heart. The problem isn't the nuts themselves, but because they're so rich and delicious, it's way too easy to overdo it. And here's what really matters for seniors as we age. Our metabolism slows down, and those extra calories don't just disappear. They stick around, adding weight that puts extra pressure on your already working joints. But I've got great news. You don't have to give up these delicious nuts completely. Here's the secret portion. Control is everything. Measure out exactly 1 ounce, that's about 10 to 12 nuts, and put the container away. Pro tip, pair them with some fresh berries or leafy greens. You'll feel satisfied longer and actually help your digestion at the same time. Remember, healthy fats are fantastic for seniors, but with macadamias, a little goes a very long way. Number 2, the holiday heartbreaker, pecans, when they're dressed up wrong. Now we're getting to a nut that breaks my heart, pecans. In their natural state, pecans are absolute superstars. They're loaded with antioxidants, magnesium, and vitamin E that fight inflammation and protect your heart. In fact, pecans are especially high in polyphenols, powerful plant compounds that help your body battle oxidative stress and keep your cells healthy. But here's where things go terribly wrong. The moment food companies get their hands on these beautiful nuts, they turn them into health disasters. They coat them in sugar, drown them in cheap oils, and suddenly your healthy snack becomes a wolf in sheep's clothing. All those added sugars and processed oils, they're creating a perfect storm of inflammation in your body, especially if you're less active than you used to be. Your metabolism just can't handle this assault like it could when you were younger. Let me tell you about James, a 73-year-old who absolutely loved his holiday pecan pie and candied pecans. But then he started noticing something alarming. His knees and ankles were swelling up more and more. James made one simple decision. He ditched the sweetened pecans and switched to just small portions of raw ones. The result? Within weeks, the swelling went down and his joint pain practically disappeared. So pecans are high in healthy fats and antioxidants. But as we age, our digestion slows, and heavy fatty foods, especially those with added sugar or oil, can cause bloating and sluggishness. For the best elder health, choose raw or dry roasted pecans in small amounts. Love your pecans, but love them naked. No sugar coats, no oil baths, just pure natural goodness. Have you noticed a difference when you switch to raw nuts? I'd love to hear your story. Number one, the ultimate health saboteur, those sneaky packaged trail mixes. And here we are, the absolute worst offender that's fooling millions of seniors every single day. Those innocent-looking packaged trail mixes. You know the ones I'm talking about, they're sitting right there in the grocery store aisle promising to be the perfect healthy snack. But here's the brutal truth. They're nothing more than candy disguised as health food. Think about it, you've got perfectly good nuts packed with heart-healthy fats and brain-boosting antioxidants. Then some food company decides to throw in chocolate candies, yogurt-covered raisins, and sugar-coated dried fruit. Suddenly, your healthy snack becomes a sugar bomb that would make a candy bar jealous. For seniors, this is absolutely devastating. Your blood sugar shoots through the roof, inflammation spreads like wildfire through your body, and you're setting yourself up for serious chronic diseases and memory problems. Here's what's so frustrating. Research proves that plain nuts are incredible for seniors. They protect your heart, boost your brain, and can even help prevent dementia. But the moment you add all that sugary junk, you're throwing away every single benefit. If you're managing diabetes or heart disease, these trail mixes can be especially risky. That handful of healthy snack could be the thing that sends your numbers spiraling out of control. But here's the good news, you can take back control. Make your own trail mix at home. Grab some raw almonds, walnuts, maybe a few unsweetened dried cranberries. You'll get all the satisfaction without the health disaster. Your future self will thank you for making this one simple switch. Trust me on this one. What's your go-to healthy nut combination? Share it in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. All right, now here's where things get really exciting. Imagine this. What if I told you that you could literally snack your way to stronger joints, more energy, and a razor-sharp mind? Sounds almost too good to be true, right? But it's not. The right nuts aren't just tasty little treats. They're powerful little warriors working behind the scenes to protect your joints from inflammation, fuel your body with essential nutrients, and keep your brain firing on all cylinders. And the best part, you don't have to overhaul your entire diet or spend hours in the kitchen. Just by choosing the right nuts, you can start feeling the difference in your strength, your focus, and your overall vitality. So get ready, because what I'm about to share are the 5 best nuts for seniors. Each one is a total game changer, backed by solid science and real success stories from people just like you who've transformed their health one handful at a time. Let's dive in and discover which nuts could be your new secret weapon for aging well and living strong. The 5 best nuts for seniors and joint health. Number 5, the tiny giant pumpkin seeds. Don't let their size fool you. Pumpkin seeds are absolute nutritional powerhouses. These little green gems, also called pepitas, are like nature's multivitamin, specifically designed for seniors. They're absolutely loaded with magnesium, zinc, and manganese, 3 minerals that are like rocket fuel for your bones, nerves, and your body's natural healing system. Here's what's amazing. The magnesium alone is like having a personal trainer for your bones and muscles. It keeps them strong and functioning properly, which means you stay active and independent longer. And who doesn't want that? But wait, there's more. These seeds are inflammation fighters. All those antioxidants and healthy fats work together to calm down angry, swollen joints. It's like having a natural anti-inflammatory right in your snack bowl. And here's a bonus that'll blow your mind. Pumpkin seeds contain tryptophan, an amino acid that supports healthy sleep patterns. For seniors struggling with sleep issues, this is like finding gold. The best part, they're incredibly easy to enjoy. Toss a handful on your salad, sprinkle them on your morning oatmeal, or just grab a small handful as a snack. Your body will start thanking you immediately. I'm curious, have you ever tried pumpkin seeds? What's your favorite way to eat them? Drop a comment and let me know. And if you're loving these senior wellness secrets, make sure to hit that subscribe button for more life-changing tips. Number 4, the all-star champion almonds. Now we're talking about the MVP of the nut world, almonds. These aren't just any ordinary nuts, folks. Almonds are like having a personal health coach in your pocket, packed with everything your aging body's craving. Vitamin E, magnesium, and high-quality plant protein. Here's what makes almonds absolutely incredible for seniors. That vitamin E is like a shield protecting your cells from getting old and worn out. Meanwhile, the magnesium is working overtime to keep your muscles strong and your nerves firing properly, which means you stay steady on your feet and independent longer. But the real magic happens in your heart and brain. Studies prove that people who eat almonds regularly see their bad cholesterol drop and their oxidative stress, that's basically cellular rust, disappear. Your heart gets stronger, your brain stays sharper, and you feel more energetic. And get this, researchers are discovering that almonds might actually protect your memory. All those antioxidants are like tiny bodyguards for your brain cells, fighting off inflammation and keeping your mind crystal clear. And the science is incredible. We're talking about almonds actively lowering your bad cholesterol, crushing inflammation, and even helping you lose body fat. They even feed the good bacteria in your gut, which helps your heart. It's a total body win. Lowers LDL cholesterol, reduces inflammation, aids in weight management, boosts gut health. The beauty of almonds. They're incredibly versatile. Grab a handful as a snack, sprinkle them on your morning oatmeal for extra crunch, or blend them into creamy almond butter that tastes like heaven. Here's your perfect portion, just 23 almonds, that's about 1 ounce. It's the sweet spot where you get all the benefits without overdoing the calories. Pro tip: stick with raw or dry roasted unsalted almonds. Skip the flavored ones that undo all the good work. Number 3, the underdog hero, peanuts. Wait. Before you roll your eyes, hear me out on this one. I know what you're thinking. Peanuts. Really, those cheap little things? But here's the shocking truth. Peanuts might just be the most underrated superfood for seniors on the planet. First off, let's clear something up. Technically, peanuts aren't even nuts. They're legumes. But nutritionally, they pack the same incredible punch as their tree nut cousins. And here's the best part: they won't break the bank. Peanuts are an excellent source of plant-based protein, which is like gold for maintaining your muscle mass as you age. No more worrying about getting weaker. These little powerhouses have your back. But here's where it gets really exciting. Peanuts contain something called arginine, an amino acid that's like a personal trainer for your blood vessels. It keeps your blood flowing smoothly, which means better circulation to your joints and muscles. That's mobility and comfort right there in a tiny package. And your brain, oh, your brain is going to love this. Peanuts are packed with niacin and folate 2, B vitamins that are like premium fuel for your memory and mental sharpness. Plus, all that magnesium helps control your blood sugar and keeps your energy levels steady throughout the day. Here's what really blows my mind. Research shows that people who eat peanuts regularly have less inflammation and lower risks of diabetes and metabolic problems. That's serious health protection for pennies on the dollar. Just remember, stick with dry roasted, unsalted peanuts and avoid those peanut butters loaded with sugar and cheap oils. So tell me, are you a plain peanut person or do you love them with apple slices? Drop your favorite peanut combo in the comments. Number 2, the one nut wonder, Brazil nuts. Get ready for this. I'm about to tell you about nature's most powerful little health bomb. Brazil nuts are absolutely incredible. And here's why: just one single Brazil nut contains nearly twice the selenium your body needs for an entire day. Can you believe that? One nut, that's it. Now you might be wondering, what's selenium and why should I care? Well, let me tell you, selenium is like having a personal bodyguard for your cells, especially as you get older. First, it's absolutely essential for your thyroid, which controls everything from your energy levels to your mood. If your thyroid isn't happy, you're not happy, you feel tired, sluggish, and just plain off. But with the right amount of selenium, your metabolism hums along beautifully and you feel more like yourself again. But here's what really gets me excited. Selenium is like armor for your brain. Research is showing that people with higher selenium levels have better memory protection as they age. It's fighting off all that cellular damage that can cloud your thinking and steal your sharpness. Some studies even suggest that low selenium levels might be linked to memory problems, so getting enough could be like giving your brain a daily tune-up. Now here's the critical part, and I cannot stress this enough with Brazil. Nuts less is definitely more because they're so incredibly potent. Eating too many can actually make you sick. We're talking fatigue, stomach problems, and worse. The magic number, just 1 to 2 Brazil nuts per day. That's it. Think of them as your daily vitamin, not a snack to munch on. It's amazing how something so small can be so powerful for your health, isn't it? Number 1, the ultimate brain food champion, raw, unsalted walnuts. And here we are, the absolute king of nuts for seniors, beautiful brain-boosting walnuts. You know what's amazing? Mother Nature actually designed walnuts to look like tiny brains. And that's no coincidence. These incredible nuts are literally brain food in a shell. Here's what makes walnuts absolutely extraordinary. They're packed with omega-3 fatty acids, the same healthy fats found in fish, but in a convenient plant-based package. These omega-3s are like premium fuel for your brain and heart fighting inflammation throughout your entire body. But here's where it gets really exciting. The research on walnuts and senior brains is absolutely mind-blowing. A major 20 to 20 study followed adults over 60 and found something incredible. Those who ate walnuts regularly scored significantly higher on memory tests, had faster processing speeds, and showed better attention spans compared to those who didn't eat walnuts. In adults 60 years and older, those that regularly consume walnuts scored 7 more than 1 percentage points higher on a measure of delayed verbal memory and 703 percentage points higher on a measure of processing speed, attention, visual spatial skills, and associative learning and memory compared with non-consumers. Think about that for a moment. Just by adding walnuts to your daily routine, you could be protecting and even improving your memory and mental sharpness. There's even an ongoing study called the Walnuts and Healthy Aging Study that's showing how daily walnut consumption might actually delay age-related cognitive decline. We're talking about keeping your mind sharp and clear for years longer, and it's not just the omega-3s doing the work. Walnuts are loaded with polyphenols. These are like tiny bodyguards that protect your brain cells from getting damaged as you age. The best part, you don't need to eat a ton of them. Just 7 walnut halves a day. Sprinkle them on your morning oatmeal, toss them in your salad, or just eat them as a snack. All right, before we wrap up, I've got one final warning for you, one that could truly save your health and keep you feeling strong for years to come. Here's the secret. The food industry doesn't want you to know. They take perfectly healthy nuts, those natural powerhouses, and turn them into health destroyers. How? By drowning them in salt, sugar, and cheap oils. Even nuts like pecans, which are nutritional gold mines, when raw become inflammation, triggers the moment they're processed and loaded with additives. But here's your secret weapon. Choose raw or dry roasted nuts, the kind without added salt or oils, and you unlock incredible healing power. Think about what you're really getting when you pick the right nuts. Pumpkin seeds deliver magnesium, which helps build stronger bones and even improves your sleep. Almonds are packed with vitamin E, protecting your heart and brain from damage. Peanuts offer affordable plant protein to help maintain your muscle mass. Brazil nuts provide selenium, a mineral that keeps your thyroid humming and your energy steady. Just 1 or 2 a day is enough. And those amazing walnuts, they feed your brain the omega-3 fatty acids it craves to stay sharp and focused. This isn't just about snacking mindlessly. This is about choosing foods that actively fight aging, reduce inflammation, and keep you feeling strong, balanced, and independent. Now here's a simple daily action plan you can start today. Pick 1 or 2 nuts from the good list each day. Stick to about a handful, roughly a small palmful. And here's a pro tip: pair them with vitamin C-rich fruits like oranges, strawberries, or blueberries. This combo actually helps your body build stronger collagen, which means better joints, healthier skin, and less inflammation. When you shop, always look for raw or dry roasted, unsalted versions. I know it might take a little time for your taste buds to adjust if you're used to salty or flavored nuts, but trust me, your body will thank you every single day. And hey, nuts aren't just for snacking. You can sprinkle chopped almonds or walnuts over your morning oatmeal, toss pumpkin seeds into your salads, or add crushed peanuts to stir fries for a delicious crunch. Here's a quick recipe idea: mix a handful of raw nuts with dried cranberries and a sprinkle of cinnamon for a tasty anti-inflammatory trail mix that's perfect anytime. Now I'm curious, which nut are you most excited to add to your routine? Or maybe there's one you're ready to kick to the curb. Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your story could be exactly what another senior needs to hear to make that life-changing switch. If this video opened your eyes to the power of smart snacking, please hit that like button, share it with someone you care about, and subscribe to Prime Health for more game-changing wellness tips that actually work. Because here's the truth: your strength matters, your balance matters, and what you choose to snack on could literally be the secret to feeling 10 years younger. Stay tuned for our next video, and remember, take care of your body and it will take care of you.